नमस्ते सरस्वती निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशकारिणी जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम राम Hare Krishna, hope it's better. Same system built in. Hare Krishna. Okay. Hitva tad ipsitatma mam. Hitva tad ipsitadatmam. Api akhandala yoshitam. Kinchit chakara vadanam. Putra vishleshanatura. Hitva tad ipsitadamam. Api akhandala yoshitam. Kinchit chakara vadanam. Putra vishleshanatura. Hitva tad ipsitadamam. Api akhandala yoshitam. Kinchit chakara vadanam. Putra vishleshanatura. Anyone likes to chant? Hitva tad ipsitadamam. Api akhandala yoshitam. Chinkitva vadanam. Putra vishleshanatura. Hitva tad ipsitatamam. Api akhandala yoshitam. Kinchit chakara vadanam. Putra vishleshanatura. Hitva tad ipsitatamam. Api akhandala yoshitam. Kinchit chakara vadanam. Putra vishleshanatura. Hitva tad ipsitatamam. Api akhandala yoshitam. Kinchit chakara vadanam. Putra vishleshanatura. Hitva tad ipsitadamam. Api akhandala yoshitam. Kinchit chakara vadanam. Putra vishleshanatura. Hitva tad ipsitadamam. Api akhandala yoshitam. Kinchit chakara vadanam. Putra vishleshanatura. See the synonyms. Hitva, having given up. Tat, that household. Ipsita tamam, most desirable. Api, even. Akhandala yoshita, by the wives of Lord Indra. Kinchit chakara vadanam, she wore a sorry look on her face. Putra vishleshana, by separation from her son. Atura, afflicted. Translation. Although her position was unique from all points of view, saintly Devahuti, in spite of all her possessions, which were envied even by the ladies of the heavenly planets, gave up all such comforts. She was only sorry that her great son was separated from her. Although her position was unique from all points of view, saintly Devahuti, in spite of all her possessions, which were envied even by the ladies of the heavenly planets, gave up all such comforts. She was only sorry that her great son was separated from her. Hare Krishna, Supriya Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. Devahuti was not at all sorry at giving up her material comforts, but she was very much aggrieved at the separation of her son. It may be questioned here that if Devahuti was not at all sorry to give up the material comforts of life, then why was she sorry about losing her son? Why was she so attached to her son? The answer is explained in the next word. He was not an ordinary son. Her son was a supreme personality of Godhead. One can give up material attachment, therefore, only when one has attachment for the Supreme Person. This is explained in Bhagavad Gita, Param Drishva Nivartate. Only when one actually has some taste for spiritual existence can he be reluctant to follow the materialistic way of life. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Just do one more sloka. Vanam pravrijyate patya apatya virahatura jnata tatvapi abhunashte vatse gaur iva vatsala. Synonyms: Vanam, to the forest. Pravrijyate patyo, when a husband left home. Apatya viraha, by separation from her son. Atura, very sorry. Jnata tattva, knowing the truth. Api, although. Abhu, she became. Nashte vatse, when her calf is lost. Gau, a cow. Iva, like. Vatsala, affectionate. Translation: Devahuti's husband had already left home and accepted the renounced order of life, and then her only son Kapila left home. Although she knew all the truths of life and death, and although her heart was cleansed of all dirt, she was very aggrieved at the loss of her son, just as a cow is affected when her calf dies. Devahuti's husband had already left home and accepted the renounced order of life, and then her only son Kapila left home. Although she knew all the truths of life and death, and although her heart was cleansed of all dirt, she was very aggrieved at the loss of her son, just as a cow is affected when her calf dies. Hare Krishna Mataji, can you continue?
Yes, Mataji. Purport: a woman whose husband is away from home or has taken the renounced order of life should not be very sorry, because she still has the presence of her husband's representative, her son. It is said in the Vedic scriptures, Atmaiva Putro Jayate. The husband's body is represented by the son. Strictly speaking, a woman is never widowed if she has a grown son. Devahuti was not very much affected while Kapila Muni was there, but upon his departure, she was very afflicted. She grieved not because of her worldly relationship with Kardama Muni, but because of her sincere love for the personality of Godhead. The example given here is that Devahuti became just like a cow who has lost her calf. A cow bereft of her calf cries day and night. Similarly, Devahuti was aggrieved, and she always cried and requested her friends and relatives, "Please bring my son home so that I may live. Otherwise, I shall die." This intense affection for the Supreme Personality of Godhead, although manifested as affection for one's son, is spiritually beneficial. Attachment for a material son obliges one to remain in material existence, but the same attachment, when transferred to the Supreme Lord, brings one elevation to the spiritual world in the association of the Lord. Every woman can qualify herself as much as Devahuti, and they can also have the Supreme God as her son. If the Supreme Personality of Godhead can appear as a son of Devahuti, he can also appear as a son of any other woman, provided that woman is qualified. If one gets a Supreme Lord as a son, one can have the benefit of bringing up a nice son in this world, and at the same time get promotion to the spiritual world to become the face-to-face associate of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hitva tat ipsitata mam api akandala yoshita kinchit chakara vadanam putra vishleshanatura. Translation. Although her position was unique from all points of view, saintly Devahuti, in spite of all her positions, which were envied even by the ladies of the heavenly planets, gave up all such comforts. She was only sorry that her great son was separated from her. Hare Krishna. So now we know that Kapila advised Mother Devahuti, gave her transcendental advice, and before that, Karda Muni left home, and now Kapila is also about to leave. But for what? For a higher purpose, right? Param Drishtva Nivartante. Prabhupada says here, we can give up material attachment only when we have attachment for the Supreme Person. How is it possible? Nirbandhe Krishna Sambandhe Yukta Vairagyam Anasakrasya Vishaya Yadadham Upayunchate. Nirbandhe Krishna Sambandhe Yukta Vairagyam Uchate. Only if we try to get attached to Krishna, then can we get detached from this material world. Otherwise, it's not possible. So here, Kapila Dev is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He's not an ordinary son. Right? Who else was so fortunate to have Krishna, the Supreme Lord, as their son? Or his incarnations?
Yashoda Mata.
Yashoda Mata.
Yashodamaya, Nanda Baba, then
Devaki.
Devaki and Vasudeva.
Kashyapa Muni and Aditi.
Somebody said Kashyapa Muni. Kashyapa Muni and
Aditi.
who was their son?
Vamanadev. Vamanadev.
Upendra, Upa Indra. He is the brother of Indra. So Upendra or Vamanadev, yes. And then only that much?
Vyasdev.
Kausalya Mata. Kausalya Mata.
Lord Ram. Yeah, Lord Ram as their son. Then Sachi Mata. Jagannath Mata. Sachi Mata had Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as their son. Okay. Who's Krishna himself. So Devahuti and Vasudeva actually prayed for having Krishna as their son. But they prayed for 3 times. Now sometimes it happens, no? I want that, I want that, I want that. It's like we say 3 times. Like Draupadi asked for a husband 5 times. So she got 5 husbands. So similarly, Devaki and Vasudeva asked for Lord to come as their son. So they told a son like God. So the God, Matta Paradaram Nani, there's no one equal to or greater than God. So God is like, nobody is like me, I should only go. But they asked 3 times, please Krishna, come as a son, come as a son, come as a son. 3 times they asked. So what are the 3 incarnations of Devaki and Vasudeva where Krishna came as their son? Last incarnation they came as Devaki and Vasudeva. But what was the first incarnations of Devaki?
Krishni Garbha Mataji.
Krishni Garbha is the Lord's name, but who was the parents? Krishni and Sutapa. Sutapa, yeah. Sutapa. And the second, so first, Krishni. Yeah, so Devaki and Vasudeva, first life, they came as Krishni and Sutapa. So Krishni Garbha, the Lord came as Krishni Garbha. The second incarnation, they came as Kashyap Muni and Aditi. Okay, so Vamanadev came as their son. And third time, Krishna Swayam Bhagavan came when Devaki and Vasudeva came. But then, when you take Yashodamaya and Devaki, who's more fortunate? कौन भाग्यशाली है, यशोदा मैया या देवकी माता? Why? Pastimes of Krishna, which is the sweetest. You take any pastime of Krishna, Dwaraka, Mathura, Vrindavan pastimes are very, very sweet, right? The Balya pastimes. That is Kaumara, then there is Balya, that is Pauganda, all that Leela. So in that, Kishora. So Krishna was in Vrindavan for 11 years. So Yashoda Maya is more fortunate. Why? Because in Vrindavan, it's pure Vatsalya Ras. Devaki Mata, when Krishna appeared in that 400 Chaturpuja form, Sashanka Chakram, Sakirida Kundalam, Sapida Vasram, Sarasiru Hekshanam, Sahara Vakshastala Shobi Kaustubam, Namami Vishnum Shirasa, Chaturpujam. So when the Lord came as Chaturpuja form in the Mathura Krishna Janmastan, when he came like that, Devaki Mata's Vatsalya Ras was little affected. And then he came as a small baby, but she could not have that pure Valsalya rasa because she was scared of Kamsa killing her son. So that was there. Second time when Krishna killed Kamsa in Mathura and came, even then she could not hug Krishna. But Yashoda Maya on the other hand, जब कृष्ण ने गोवर्धन उठाया और कालिया के ऊपर नाचा, फिर भी Valsalya rasa of Yashoda Maya never got altered. It was Shuddha Valsalya rasa. So in Vrindavan it was different, but here so Devaki Mata actually asked for Krishna to show her his baby pastime. That's why in Udupi temple we have the baby form, because Devaki Mata actually asked Krishna to show that baby pastime form. So here she asked to have Krishna as her son. So here it is said, Prabhupada says, a woman whose husband is away, even her husband dies, still she's not a widow because she has grown up son. So when you see Krishna taking care of Kunti Maharani and Devaki, Krishna killed all the sons of Devaki, but Krishna protected all the 5 sons of Kunti. Why? पांचों को बचा लिया ना कृष्ण ने. बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम्स था वनवास का टाइम, या द हट वाज पुट इन फायर, भीमा को पॉइजन दे दिया, फिर भी पांचों पांडवस को प्रोटेक्ट किया कृष्ण ने. बट देवकी माता's first 6 children were killed, but Balram definitely got saved and Krishna also got saved. But why was that difference? Jyoti Lakshmi. Yeah. So Kunti Maharani didn't have a husband, right? So Pandu died long back with Madri. Madri also did sati with him. So Kunti Maharani had 5 sons, but her husband was not there. The Devaki Mata, on the other hand, she had Vasudeva with her husband. So this is the difference. So that's why, because she Kunti Maharani didn't have a husband and she had to be protected under a grown-up son. Okay. So here it is said in the 3rd canto also, it is said that the 10th canto, 3rd chapter, 32nd sloka. Here also it is said that Krishna came as their son. So here it was Prishni. Okay, Vasudeva came as Prishni and then Sutapa. So for Sutapa and Prishni, he came as Prishni Garbha. So the Lord can come as the son only if you do a lot of tapasya. Prabhupada says that anybody can get Lord as the son, but only by tapasya, not by anything else, right? So when Kashyapa Aditi wanted a son, same as the Lord, Kashyapa Muni told her to do a lot of tapasya, and she did Payovrata, so that she get Vamanadev as her son. So it's not easy to get a son qualified like that. So here Prabhupada mentions the Supreme Personality Godhead can appear as a son. Okay, he can appear as a son of any woman provided she is qualified. Okay, she's qualified. Otherwise, how can Krishna come in an unclean place? Krishna has to come. So there is always a debate whether Krishna is Devaki's son or Yashoda Maya's son, because she just gave birth, but nobody can give birth to Krishna. He's the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But who took care of her? Yashoda Maya. Devaki Mata could not even, some scriptures say she fed him, but some scriptures say no, there was no time, that Vasudeva rushed him to Gokul. So Kuleshekara Alvar in her Mukunda Vala Statra also says this. Jayati Jayati Krishna Devaki Nandanosho, Jayati Jayati Krishna Vrishni Vamsha Pradeepa, Jayati Jayati Mekha Shyamala Komalango, Jayati Jayati Prithvi Bharanasho Mukunda. So Krishna is Devaki Putra, okay, Devaki Putra. But another place Bhagavatam says, Jayadu Jaini Vaso Devaki Janmavado. There's a debate whether Krishna is Devaki's son or Yashoda Maya's son. And another thing is Yashoda Maya's another name is Devaki. So again there's a confusion. So when you say Krishna is Devaki Nandan, it also means he's Yashoda Nandan. And as we know that Brihad Bhagavatam Amirdasa Sanatana Goswami says about 2 Krishnas being born. आपको पता है दो कृष्ण जन्म हुआ था या एक ही कृष्ण हुआ? तब 2 ना, पता है? हाँ, तो actually Yashoda Maya gave birth to twins, एक बेटी और बेटा दोनों हुआ था. So that is actually Yashoda Krishna. And there in Devaki Mata also gave birth to a son, that was Vasudeva Krishna. So there were 2 Krishnas. Krishnas, but you can't say who is better or anything, but that is a different form of Krishna, because Vasudeva Krishna is the four-handed form, and so he merged with the real Krishna. So in that way, he is the son of Devaki also and Yashoda Maya. But he's not son of anyone because he's the supreme personality of God, right? Nobody can become his son, but he becomes pleased by devotees' request. And Prabhupada says this is the sweetest rasa. Krishna don't like to control his devotees. Krishna likes to be controlled by his devotees. Because once Yashoda Maya told Krishna to eat, Krishna's like, I don't want to eat, I don't want to eat. He likes to steal and eat. He doesn't like to eat like that. So Yashoda Maya said, eat it or else you'll die. He is a supreme personality of God and thousands of Lakshmis are serving him. But the Valsalya rasa is so strong that how mothers go behind children to eat. The mothers say you become weak if you don't eat. So her rasa is, she don't want to know Krishna is the supreme personality of God. So Yashoda Maya is so fortunate to have Krishna as her son, and she already got Krishna. She was churning butter in Damodar Leela. Next is Kartik month coming, so we'll be doing Aarti to the Damodar photo of the Lord. So that pastime started with how Yashoda Maya personally was churning butter. Because she's like, why is Krishna stealing butter from the gopis? It's not the quantity butter, it's quality. Because there are 9 lakh cows, so much butter is there. But still Krishna is going to the gopis' house and stealing. That means quality is not good. So she personally did. So Prabhupada mentions, why is she churning butter? She's the queen of Vrindavan. She don't have to personally do this, but she's serving Krishna. Even though we are serving Krishna for what? To get Krishna, to see him face to face. She already got Krishna as a son. Still she's working, endeavoring to serve him, to please him. So that is pure Valsalya rasa. Okay, so she when she was churning, she was always thinking about her son. But that attachment, Prabhupada says, if we have attachment to a material son, then he cause bondage. But the same attachment, if it's transferred, the same attachment is transferred to the Supreme Lord, bring one's elevation to the spiritual world in association of the Lord. Right? Same attachment, moksha dwara apavritam. It will open the door of liberation. So attachment for material son. So when Sachimata also, she didn't have a husband. Her husband died. Her elder son Vishwarupa took sannyas, and she had only Nimai, or who was Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with as a son. And he was recently married, 24 years old, young boy, was Nimai Pandit, right? Nice occupation and a nice wife he had. And she was a widow, mother was a widow, elder son already took sannyas. Still Mahaprabhu took sannyas, right? So what was the reason why Mahaprabhu took sannyas? I mean, this is the main question everyone asks. Why did he leave his mom, mother and wife and go to sannyas?
Because that time sannyasis were respected and he wanted to preach Krishna consciousness.
Yes, he wanted to preach.
He'll be materially attached if he is with the family.
Yes.
For some higher purpose.
For a higher purpose, definitely.
He wanted to give us the Maha Mantra and teach us how to become a devotee, Mataji.
Okay, to personally show an example. Was that's just external reasons why Mahaprabhu took sannyas. Okay, so sometimes mothers, some parents say, oh, my son joined ISKCON. So many things in YouTube, no? It's just going against ISKCON. ISKCON people, once you get somebody, they can't go out. There are so many things. But then they should know, because of that particular son, they are all going to get liberated. They don't know that. Now they don't know. Oh, my son is not like other sons, karmi, getting married, children, property. Oh, he's joined ISKCON and he's not coming back. But they should know he's going for a higher cause. Whatever he does, being a karmi, it's double or triple times more what he does being a devotee. He's doing the real benefit for the society as well as for the family. But they don't know. But like Sachimata, external reason why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas was, those days, yes, sannyas was taken from a Mayavadi sannyasi, Keshav Bharati. Even though he was Krishna's supreme personality of Godhead, he took it from a Mayavadi sannyasi. Why? Because those times there was no Vaishnav sannyasis available. And seeing a sannyasi, even if he is a Mayavadi, people will pay obeisances. Shri Radha Govind ki jai, Gaunitai ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai. So even if they see a sannyasi, they pay obeisances. So they get ajnata sukriti. Okay. The main internal reason why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took sannyas was, yes. Okay. Why? Because he had a debt to pay. Like if you buy some money from someone, borrow, if you don't pay it back, you can't face them. So Krishna could not repay the gopis. Whenever we say Krishna reciprocates, ye yadamam prabattinde, but Krishna could not reciprocate to the gopis. So he had to come as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, where gopis left all their material things and ran to Krishna. Similarly, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who's Krishna himself, left all material things just to repay the gopis. So that's also one of the reasons why he took sannyas. At that time, Sachi Mata never had problems. She told him not to go to Vrindavan, stay in Jagannath Puri so that she can get news about him. But this attachment is not to a material son, because he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself. Right? So Prabhupada says here, if one gets the Supreme Personality as the son and can have benefit of bringing him up as a nice son in the world, she'll get promoted to the spiritual world. Who was the mother who actually went into Vaikunta along with her son? Dhruva's mother, no? Suniti. So Suniti actually was Krishna conscious. Prabhupada mentions in the purport that Dhruv Maharaj was successful because of his mother. If Suniti didn't say that go to forest and pray to Supreme Personality of Godhead or be at home, he'll never be successful. He'll never be known as Dhruv Maharaj, the great devotee, right? Just because of Suniti. And that's why when the Vaikunta aeroplane came, Suniti was also going with Dhruv Maharaj, right? So this is what benefit of raising Krishna conscious children. Or here it is said that if we are not so qualified to get Krishna as a son, but if we get a devotee as a son or a girl, still if the parents make them Krishna conscious, then the whole world will become Vaikuntha. Prabhupada says, because of them, you can go back home, back to Godhead. Okay, that's a putra. That's why Chitraketu Maharaj wanted to have a son very badly, because son is the one who actually deliver you from a hell. Putra, one hellish condition called Putra. So they will deliver you. So that's why it is said to have a son. So Dhritarashtra had 100 sons because he did a lot of punya. He took 50 janmas. He was a hunter and he destroyed 100 eggs of a bird, and 50 janmas he took to get the punya to get a son. So in 50 janmas, he got punya to get 100 sons, and then the 100th birth, he became Dhritarashtra. But that karma came back, and all his sons died in front of him. But Prabhupada mentions such sons are compared to urine because they have no use. Ravana was also compared to like that because he was not a devotee, right? So here Prabhupada mentions that Karda Muni had left, and now Devahuti was alone, but then Kapila Dev was with her. But then when Kapila Dev gave her all transcendental advice, now it's time for him also to leave, because he's a Supreme Personality of Godhead. He's setting a right example of Vanaprastha. In the sense sannyas, he was also leaving. Like Shukadev Goswami, Prabhu was saying yesterday, like in 16 years, he was a liberated soul, parrot of Radharani. He came out, immediately he ran to the forest because he didn't want to be in Maya. But later on, he came back by hearing the beautiful Bhagavatam verse by his father, Yasdev, and then surrendered. Right? Then he became a great devotee. So he was already liberated. Okay. So Prabhupada mentions in so many purports of how Krishna comes as their son because they prayed. So here Vasudeva and Devaki did not get Krishna as the son very easily. Right? Not very easily. They have done intense tapasya. Then only they got Krishna as their supreme person, as the son. So here Prabhupada mentions that you have to practice Krishna consciousness in such a way that dharma aviruddha kamosmi, to produce Krishna conscious children, so that only grihasthas can do that. And Prabhupada mentions we should not beget children like hogs and dogs, right? No use of such children because they have to do Krishna conscious activities. And Prabhupada mentions that one cannot expect to undergo tapasya to get Krishna as one's child, and yet simply by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, one can become so pure that one become free from all contamination of this material world and go back home, back to Godhead. So we should not have artificial means of happiness. We should take to Krishna consciousness so that every father and mother can become the real father and mother. This Bhagavatam says, Guru nasasya, swajano nasasya, pita nasasya, janani nasasya, devam tasasya, napadesha sasya, namo chuyeti samape tanrittiv. A father is not a father, mother is not a mother, guru is not a guru, or a husband is not a husband if he is not able to save his dependents from the cycle of birth and death. So that's real happiness. That's what we need to say that once one devotee, both the sons got initiated, and he was like, today I became the real father, because he was able to bring both his sons to the lotus feet of Guru. Right? So someone was commenting like, I can serve Krishna even without becoming Devi Dasi. That Mataji was a little offended to get NOC from a temple, and she didn't want to go through all the procedures. She's like, I can serve Krishna without being Devi Dasi. Yes, you will be serving, but then it won't be formally reaching to Krishna. It won't be a directly going to Krishna. You might take so many janmas to reach Krishna, but if you have a guru, then your karma gets crushed, and whatever devotional service you do after initiation, you directly reach Krishna. The Guru promise you to take you back home, back to Godhead. So when we become serious in devotional service, then Guru comes to us, and then Guru guides us through every walks of our life. But we should show Krishna how serious we are. Right? Prabhupada says, never try to see Krishna. Work in such a way that Krishna sees you. Okay. So I'll stop with this, that Aditi, here it is said, Aditi with full control of her mind and senses. She concentrated her mind on Krishna. Thus, she did Payovrata. Payovrata is one of an intense tapasya she did to get Vamana Deva as her son. Okay, so it's very, very important how our consciousness is, and then also to bring all our dependence to Krishna consciousness. Okay, so we have to pray to Krishna, and then we have to do our own sadhana well. If our sadhana is good, then the whole family will be taken care. How Prahlad Maharaj could deliver 21 generations. So similarly, if one person become pure devotee in a family, or try to become a pure devotee, then the whole family. So I was asking this question to a senior Vaishnava. Arey, we do Ekadashi, we do chanting, we get up at Brahma Muhurta, all our family members are sleeping, and they eat whatever they want, they don't do any tamasya, and I do so much hard work and they get liberated. How is that the logic? आपने तपस्या किया, आपने ब्रह्म मुहूर्त में उठा और आपने chanting किया, आपने एकादशी व्रत लिया, फिर आपका पूरा परिवार को मोक्ष मिल गया. कैसे हो सकता है? Is Krishna doing impartiality to you? Now, can someone explain this? वो कैसे हो सकता है? You do all this. If I chant, I get the benefit, not you know. Like that, if I chant, how is our family getting benefited? They won't get moksha immediately. They'll become devotees next life. So that their chance, because of us, they are going to be devotees next life. Now they will be telling you, why are you chanting Hare Krishna, that this. The next life, they are going to be devotees because of you. And then they have to do tapasya, then Krishna will take them back home, back to Godhead. So whatever karma they have, might be next life they're going to be a tree or some karma, bad karma, they're going to be in some other yoni. Because of you, they're going to get a human form, they're going to become devotees, and they can also get liberated. So this is the benefit we are going to do to our whole family. So now they will criticize you, now they will tease you and say that, oh, you are Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Arey, look at the tilak in the nose, what all they say. So many things. So don't bother. You are actually doing good to them. So one senior disciple of our Guru Maharaj is a great preacher in Kerala. Very great. Jagat Sakshi Das Prabhu. Jagat Sakshi Das Prabhu. He's a temple president in Trivandrum. And Prabhu himself have said this, that his father, he became an engineer and all. He left everything. He became brahmachari and he's wearing saffron. He's a wonderful preacher. I think in Kerala, there's only one good preacher like him. So his father said, instead of making him grow, I could have planted some banyan tree. So that I get some bananas at least. And he criticized him. So he kept quiet and he kept on chanting and chanting. So after a few years, his temple was inaugurated and he became a great preacher. And one of the, I think vice president, someone came to inaugurate his temple, and in the front page of every newspaper in Kerala, his photo came. And his own father, who said that dialogue, took this newspaper, went to every house and said, "See, my son, my son." And now he's proud of his son. So Prabhu was saying that that day my father said this dialogue, I kept quiet, I kept on chanting, had so much faith in Srila Prabhupada. And now Krishna reciprocated. I didn't want fame, but then Krishna corrected my father, saying that I am proud of my son being a devotee. Now, so like that, so many, he's just one of the examples, but I'm saying that because Prabhu used to say this in every class he takes. Prabhu's like, my fathers are like that. So you all don't worry. Now your parents might object you, but then later on, there'll be one day they are proud of you. And they'll know how much you have done good for them. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, everyone. So requesting all of you to come for Janmashtami as well as for Mayapur Yatra. Mr. Prabhu is requesting all of you to please encourage everyone to come. Okay, let's have a nice satsang. So please come for Janmashtami. The hall is almost ready. And then for Mayapur Yatra also. Thank you everyone for joining. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare
Next.
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. कोटि वैष्णव की जय.